Hey everyone, it's Philip Boxa here. Recently I saw an awesome quote that said, "Are you here to make friends or are you here to make money?" This thing really got me going because this is something that keeps a lot of people from starting business. And I mean, not only businesses, but a lot of things. But since we always talk about growing businesses on the channel, I am referring to one thing that I see that holds a lot of people back: making friends part and keeping friends happy. A lot of people are really scared to start businesses because they think their family is going to, family, friends, whatever it may be, will be laughing at them if they fail or if they post something that, who knows, whatever it may be, whether it's political and their family doesn't agree with them, or somebody's going to laugh because you posted something that you shouldn't. Whatever the case may be, a lot of people worry about that stuff. And I think that quote is a very good quote, because why would you care what anybody has to say or what they think of you? I believe that no matter what the case is, and I'll give you a story in just a second of how I started and how I approached this. But when you went to high school, probably even before that, I can guarantee that there were kids there that hated you. Maybe you're that one person that everybody loved, but if I had to guess, there was one person that you didn't even know and they did not like you. They were spreading rumors about you. Maybe it's because you had better clothes than them and they hated you for that. Maybe it's because you had different friends, or you were friends with somebody that they wanted to be friends with and they hated you for that. Even if you are just living life, somebody is hating on you or not liking you, right? So why would you care what anybody else thinks? Just lock in. I always say, if you really are hungry, if you really want to grow a business and succeed, you have to literally forget what everybody else thinks of you and lock in and work on your business, okay? Because it doesn't have to be a business. We'll even say anything, your career. If you want to be a social media star, whatever it may be, post that first video and go after it. You'll see that nobody really cares at the end of the day. It seems like they do, but they don't, okay? When I first started my business, I was pretty young and I was always one of those people that just pretty much did whatever I wanted. Even if I knew maybe someone's right, I still did it anyways because I wanted to know for sure. I never really cared what was going to happen from it. Of course, it was all good things. It's just things that maybe your parents or somebody will tell you, "Oh, this is not going to work." I didn't care. I still went at it. Same thing goes when I was dropping out of college. I never really cared what anybody would think about that. I knew that I'm doing the right thing in my head, and I was literally going all into business, especially when it started to get going. And that's one thing I do want to point out to anybody that does want to drop out of college or doesn't think that that's not for them. I don't think you should do it unless you start to see results from something, okay? Because when I dropped out and when my business partner dropped out, it was when things started to move along. We were not, making nothing anymore. The business looked promising. Once we started, we were already making revenue. Things were looking up. So when we decided to drop out of college, things were already moving. So don't just drop out and then start a business. Even I would say if you're 100%, confident you're going to make it, because you probably shouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. But that's just my story and what I think about it. Okay. I also went and had a full-time job working for my dad at the time. So it's possible when you're doing a lot of things, you could still start a business and succeed with it, right? For me, it happened quick. Our first full year, we did almost 1 million. We were like 960,000 or something. And we still went to college full-time and I still worked a full-time job. But when things started to move along, that's when I, dropped out. So you have to be smart about it, but you cannot worry about what people are going to think, whether you're going to fail or not. Okay, you have to be hungry. You have to leave all that behind. You shouldn't even think about that stuff, because when I started, that never even crossed my mind. When I was starting, it was literally, do you want to get into business? Yes. What industry are we going to pick? Home cleaning at the time. Am I going to go to a partner, find a partner? Yes. My best friend from high school. Lock in, do the work. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. When I started to post videos on social media, again, did not care what anybody is going to say. It doesn't matter if there's a negative comment or if it's a positive comment. I would love to see all positive comments, but that's not realistic. Same thing goes for when you're going to be making a huge product. Apple, where they sell phones and computers. one of the biggest companies in the world, and you'll find so much hate on their products, right? So much hate. So why would you let anybody discourage you from starting, knowing that every company, every person goes through this, right? When you look at social media and you see celebrities, they all get hate. No matter if they try to please everybody, they're all going to get hate. So don't worry about any of that stuff and just start. Okay, and I want to make sure that you guys watch this video and listen to this and remember this, because you'll be much happier once, you know, you let all that go to the side, you give it 12 months, you get somewhere where you're happy, and then you'll see. That step is going to feel so small once you get through it. So don't let fear of what anybody else out there that's going to think of you or make fun of you stop you from ever starting a business.